Shauna. The top 4 scanners that you might want to think about getting, because you'll notice that as a loan sign agent, you'll have to scan things back to the companies or back to the hiring parties. So the top 4 scanners I want to mention, they're not in any particular order. It's not like best to worst, worst to least, or whatever like that. The Brother Wireless Portable ADS 1250W, you're gonna get it around $200, maybe $210 if prices don't like upcharge, you know, during this whole pandemic-y times. The feeder is about 20 pages. I say feeder because there's a difference between a feeder and a flatbed. Boom. Flatbeds, you can only do like 1 sheet at a time. Feeders, you can do multiple sheets basically. But I never recommend anything that feeds less than 20 pages per minute. The reason being is because your time is money and you don't want to sit there all day feeding the scanner paper and you have like 120 sheets and it takes you 15 minutes just to scan those. You want it to be in and out within like 5 minutes, right? So nothing that's slower than 20 pages per minute, and this is one that's 20 pages per minute. It does have an automatic feeder. Automatic feeder basically means you don't have to keep feeding the paper into the scanner. It will grab it and pull each sheet itself, which is an ADF, auto document feeder. So the second printer is the Epson Workforce ES 402. Yeah, something like that. It is around maybe $260, $270 for something like that. I know these prices are like, dang man, but it's a part of the game, son. You better eat that cost. It feeds up to like 50 sheets. It goes 35 sheets per minute, which is pretty fast. It's a pretty good speed. It does have also include an optional flat dock, so if you want to just scan 1 sheet at a time flat style, is also a plus. Next one is Xerox. I don't know if I ever pronounced that right, but Xerox DocMac 325. Again, another pricey one. It's like $270 and up for a scanner like this, but this one is a little faster. It scans 40 pages per minute. That's what I'm talking about, and it can hold up to 50 sheets of paper at a time, so that's a plus. I know you guys are probably wondering like, well, if I have 100 sheets to scan and it can only hold 60 sheets at a time, well then how do I do that? Do I scan 50 sheets and another 50 sheets, or do I keep feeding? I'll have another video about how to scan your documents, so check that out. Most of these printers I mentioned, which is a plus, they are USB, meaning you can scan the document to a USB, or you can scan it directly to an email where you can email it straight out right after you scan it. You don't have to necessarily save it into your files. You can scale it into an email, send it out to the hiring party, scan it to a flash drive, take it to your computer, and then send it out to a hiring party. So that's a plus. And then the last one is the Canon image formula R40. This one, again, even maybe I did accidentally put them into least expensive to most expensive list. I didn't even notice that, but this one is more closer to the $290, $300 range. But trust, if it's more expensive, then the quality is even better. It's gonna last you a long time. This one holds 60 sheets at a time. It also has the USB wireless capability. They're all good scanners. It's all about what price range are you willing to spend. I know most of you are probably gonna go the cheapest route, and I am with you 100%. Now, I do want to talk about one more thing. Bonus scanner-ish. There's the scanner. It's it's a portable scanner. It's a single sheet scanner, which is I say don't buy this as like your actual staple scanner. Buy this only when you later on in the game and you have extra money to spend. This is a single sheet scanner. This scanner I actually keep in my car. Only time I take it out my car is to charge it. But I use this to scan anything from like receipts, for business receipts, for, did I even name what it was? Epson Workforce ES 60W. And this one, it costs about like $130, $140. Do not buy this if you want this to be like your legit main scanner. Don't. It only scans 1 sheet at a time, and if you have 45 pages to scan, you're gonna be there a long time. But scans 1 sheet every 4 seconds. It takes a mere 4 seconds to scan a sheet. I use this to, I just bought some business expenses. I scan receipts, I scan things like business cards, and I scan them and then save them onto my phone or in my email. The reason why I do this is because it's easier to keep digital copies than it is to keep physical copies, and I use it for like whether it's end of the year tax purposes or just it's very useful. Or if you have just like one sheet documents you have to scan, well, no, okay, if you have to scan documents no more than like 10 sheets. If you have to ever scan more than 10 sheets, you should use either you should use your like main scanner. But if you have like 10 sheets you got to scan it, fine, whatever. If you like really desperate and you're like, I can't really hit the $200 worth of scanner, do you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, I'm just gonna tell you to do you. I've showed you guys before, I have two scanners, well technically 3. I have 2 printers, 2 printers, 3 scanners. So, but I mainly just use one. I use my brother printer, which is an all-in-one feeder scanner. Now, one is a portable scanner, one is a flatbed scanner mixed with a printer, and then one is a printer with a feeder and flatbed. The reason why I didn't get an individual like non-portable scanner is because, as you'll notice, they're much higher than you would expect them to be. Just as high as an actual printer, which is ridiculous. So I went with an all-in-one where I can both scan and print. There are some pros and cons to that. In the end, you guys already know what I did. I bought me all-in-one printer because I didn't want to have to pay that extra price for a scanner. Now, typically when you do buy the all-in-one printers with a feeder scanner, not a flatbed scanner or feeder scanner, they are slower, but at the same time, is it really noticeable where you're like, oh no, this is taking all day to scan? No. So it's better to buy like a $300-400 printer with a feeder scanner than to buy a $300 printer without the scanner and then turn around and have to buy another $200-300 scanner to go with the printer. You feel me? Whew, I feel like this video is all over the place, but that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'm outie.